Hello, and welcome to this video. I'm doing a Carina's challenge. New Heroes and Foes. It's the one where you gotta do 6.3.1 with new Avengers and villains of the contest. Thankfully, one of the villains of the contest is my boy King Groot. So I can do this no retreat path. No retreat, that's the name of the node. I can do no retreat and just heal off all the damage. Let's hope I mixed that audio right. You'll find out soon enough with your ears whether or not they're bleeding. Oh yeah, there's also Footloose. That one's fun. So King Groot has massive healing, which you probably know. He also has access to permanent armor break debuffs, which means I can use the Inequity Mastery. There we go. I can't remember the names of anything today. Anyways, the Inequity Mastery means that if I stack 9 permanent debuffs onto Rhino, that I get a 36% attack reduction. This mastery is used most famously in Brian Grant's like auto potion farming build. It's the same build that I use here on Ziltoid 29. So I'm using the same King Groot with the same masteries, and he does a lot of the same stuff. Now, because I'm not auto-fighting, and I'm in control, it means I don't necessarily need, like, the Malice synergy from Crossbones, or I don't need any of those other synergies. I can just, you know, play decent. I don't even play that good. I'm like throwing off my SB2 with like no Furies up. I think I'm just trying to dump power so that I can get back to that special one. But because of Footloose, I can't get to the special as fast as I want to. So it's like a whole thing. Yeah. Even while I'm struggling, I am making very good progress. Yeah, so I dump 1 bar of special. That probably makes a little bit more sense than dumping 2. There we go. Oh, if I could just get 1 more. No. He's unstoppable. I wouldn't mind placing a poison on him when I got Furies up. See, that's rough. I already mentioned I'm taking reduced damage. And I have an SP3 of my own, which heals me. So I'm gonna heal the damage I took from that special 3 and more. Wow. I almost feel kind of silly for bringing Wolverine on this path, because he's just like a lamer King Groot. Like, yeah, you know, if you bring Apocalypse along, you got that synergy going on, then, you know, you're gonna get a lot of crit bleeds, but I can bring that synergy based on the fact that Apocalypse is not a new Avenger and he's not a villain of the contest. Being a villain is different than being a villain of the contest. I'm sure everyone here understands that, but just to clarify. I'm just gonna farm this healing about as much as I can. Yeah. I lost 2% health. A net 2% loss. I'll take it. Sunspot. I'll sleep in on Sunspot for a very long time. I feel like maybe I've mentioned it in a previous video. Not certain, but before EOP this year, I'm just like, what's the point? He's like, okay, I guess. But no, he's actually really, really good. And he's a new Avenger, so he's great for this Carina's challenge, as well as EOP. which had that objective. So that's why I used him on that one. This is fine. I feel like I should have been punished for that, but I'm not sad that I wasn't. Double negative. Look at that. That tick of 354 from Incinerate feels really big when you know how weak Sunspot's Incinerates are. You're like, wow, 354 tick, that's incredible. It's like the same tick that my rank 4 Strife gets from his shocks when he has like 100 persistent charges. Oh man. Alright, I'm trying to read Squirrel Girl's abilities. I'm trying to figure out, like, does she counter Unstoppable? Like, what does she even do, you know? Like, literally, what does she do? But she doesn't, so Sunspot it is. Or, no, Wolverine. Okay. I guess I figured I wanted to... I don't know, just do basic attacks, heal for free, and just hold on to my specials. Now, I do make a mistake later on. I throw my SP2, like for a little bit of damage. That was a mistake. Those bleeds are looking kind of healthy, honestly. It's not too bad. But now I don't have... I'm holding on to no power. Which means if I start degenning and taking a whole bunch of hits, like, I'm in danger, you know? That's scary. Ugh. Yeah, really gotta build up that power so I can regen for more. In case you don't know how Wolverine works, the more bars of power he has, the more he regens. Basically, his regen potency increases. I believe the regen that he gets from his Sig ability, which will trigger randomly, regens for the same amount no matter what. I'm pretty sure that's how that works. He nullified one of those regens, which is really annoying. I didn't even know he could do that. Literally didn't know. I mean, he was recently buffed, so it's not that crazy that he has some new ability I haven't heard of. I miss the old Juggernaut. Oh well. Yeah, 60% health. He's on his way out. Let me show him the door. And those perfect blocks are real good. Nope, I triggered the degen. Oh. Yeah. I wasn't sure I could pull that off, but you know. The numbers don't lie. So this fight, it's pretty interesting. It's also kind of boring. So like, it's interesting how both the attacker and defender have distinct advantages and disadvantages against each other. Because Morningstar steals my regen. She's not regenning a lot. That probably has something to do with the Despair Mastery. By the time I get 6 armor breaks on her, it's over. Oh, Bane is also active. I feel like Bane barely even comes up. Like, I hardly notice it's here. I started the fight, I'm like, oh, Bane. Alright. Cool, I guess, whatever. Yeah, I've already got 9 armor breaks on her. Her attack for the rest of the fight is nerfed because of inequity. Her regen is reversed because of Despair. Oh, also, her Sig ability makes my Furies weaker. So that's another lame thing. Dude, it feels like Bane is helping me, honestly. Like, it's not even bad. Okay, I got a healthy poison. That's an oxymoron. Wow. Just wow. This is even better than the Rhino fight. And in this one, I had class disadvantage. Yeah, I glanced over at the other path. That was the path I took Skiltoid on. Not to post any spoilers. I may have actually. Well, I don't know, man. Just. It's not that crazy to think that Skiltoid is Cavalier by now, is it? Oh, that's definitely spoilers. No one watches those videos, who cares? Oh gosh. So yeah, diss track Mr. Sinister. Like, it's kind of annoying when he shrugs the debuffs off, but like, with 3 solar or whatever, it just means that I immediately ignore diss track the second I hit him with a basic attack, so no worries. Oh my gosh. It just feels like Sunspot cuts these fights too short. Like, I'm not ready for them to end, you know? Like there's like a natural ebb and flow to everything, and then just like, Sunspot ended the fight. It's like, oh, alright. Cool. So, the Mighty Charge node is gonna function very much like a Sinister sort of pushing his Incinerates back onto me. I think one thing that I, like, sort of fixated on when fighting with Sunspot, early on when I didn't really vibe with him as much, is that, his, like, there's always a net loss when it comes to, like, Incinerates, you know? Like you never gain all of them back, like, hardly ever. But what I'm coming to understand is that the large majority of the time that doesn't matter. Because you'll still do crazy damage, you'll still end the fight soon, and it's still gonna be a good time, you know? Such a wonderful part of the path. I deliberate for a solid minute, I cut out most of it, just to make the wrong choice. So firstly, Hyperion is Champion of the Universe. It's like that weird buff that the champion has when he fights specific champions. It's very similar to that thing that Blade... Well, the comparison I used to make is that, it's similar to Blade's interaction with dimensional beings. You know, like no synergies or anything necessary. But for Champion, the boosts are a little bit different, like the buffs are different, and it's for like a very strict set of like 12 characters. So yeah, not only did I manage to pick one, like one out of like 300, that was like the wrong choice. But then I just die, because I didn't even bother to read the node. So that's, I don't know. I still haven't read the node, I still don't know what's going on. But I'm just like, you know, Sunspot kills things. Me firing an SP1, like I have the time to be doing that. Silly, silly, silly. Now I'm gonna read the node. The champion is unstoppable, making contact with him inflicts stun. Okay. So I'm gonna use somebody that, shrugs debuffs. He's also just somebody on my team that's alive. That's a big part of it. Yeah, King Groot, in my opinion, is if I haven't expressed this already, is a great option for no retreat. Because he heals off most of the, well, all of the damage, actually. He heals off all of it. Because no retreat ticks for a little bit more, but the regen he gets right after ticks for longer, so yeah. Pacify Mastery coming in clutch. I didn't get stunned there. That no retreat damage feels a little bit free. Like yeah, there we go. That's a semi-effective way to get him off me. Yeah. It's not so bad. There. Primal. I haven't even been paying attention enough to see when Primal Fury procs, but regardless. Kinda just limped through that fight, you know? But his healing was enough to just sort of ignore all of it. So here, redo the abilities. Oh no, yeah, okay, I remember. When I fought Juggernaut, I looked at Tippy, you know, Tippy Toe or whatever, to see what that interaction is with Unstoppable, and there is none, so... That, like, heavy charge with the evade. I was like, I'm gonna lose my combo anyways, you know, but then he just kinda danced away from it. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't fight very good here. Don't do any of what you've seen. Thus concludes my Squirrel Girl guide. Yeah, fire the SP1, because, like, what else am I gonna do? So here, I was a little curious. I couldn't remember. Like, is Thing armor break immune like you'd think he would be? For that matter, is Korg armor break immune? Yeah, so Thing is definitely immune to armor breaks. I just looked it up, it really doesn't look like Korg is immune to armor breaks. Although he's got that thing where he shrugs off debuffs with, like, the rock stacks and, like, gains rocks for it, so... That sort of makes him pseudo-immune to, like, a lot of buffs. I mean, a lot of debuffs, that is. Especially if you use him on attack. I don't think he's a very popular attacking champion, but he can do things, you know? Especially with that Mojo synergy. It, like, boosts his armor break from the heavy to, like, the high heavens, so... If you play him right, you can get, like, a ton of damage that way. So I think here I push him to 14 stacks, and then I fire the SP3. Hoping it'll give him one combo. And that is in fact how it works. Very nice. Come on, just throw it. There it is. Thank you. Hmm, 15 stacks. Don't know what I did there. Just being impatient. I'm hitting into him unstoppable while parry stun anyways. Like, what difference does it make anymore? Actually. I feel like a poison debuff would be really nice here, but... I also feel like a regen buff would be nice. Just kinda... That was a lot of damage towards the end. Figured Wolverine would be a good pick, you know? He's got the bleed, he's got the regen. Because Wolverine's abilities are so simple, you don't have to think as much, so... Yeah. Okay. Nice. The timing of those dashbacks were pretty cool. Pretty sure I fumbled this fight too, but, you know, cool moments, I guess. Hmm. Did. Okay, King Groot comes in for round 2. Here we go, the main event. I really like this fight. I'm weirdly partial to Life Cycle. I remember in the past, it used to give me really bad headaches, you know, as a figure of speech. But I'm actually really into it now. Hyperion, any passive power gain champion, is pretty good for Life Cycle. If you can spam specials with somebody, then you're in a good spot. Look at how I space that heavy. Yeah, man. This is peak Hyperion. I'm actually a Hyperion master, and I never use them, so, you know. I'm like sick with him, and I'm just like, oh, he's alright. He's really good here. I like him a lot here. I was trying to get that stun off the SB2, like I forgot Limber was a thing. Doesn't matter. SB2 would have been nice there, but you can't have everything all the time. Look at that damage, though. Oh my gosh. Dude, he was so close. He was so close to 0 health points. It kind of stinks that I couldn't finish it there, but I finished it here, so yeah, not too bad. Honestly, I really like the design of this challenge. Maybe this is the experience of a lot of other people, but when Carina challenges come out, everybody has this pressure to like rush and get it done because they want the rewards. Like, you don't have any time to just smell the roses and kind of have fun with it, you know? Speaking of having fun, I'm trying to use Sunspot in a very silly, creative way. So he has massive attack on his SP2, we all know this. However, Incinerates also reduce block proficiency. So theoretically, if you can stack a healthy amount of Incinerates on the opponent, then you lower their block proficiency, and then if you hit their block while they've got Incinerates up, you're actually doing a lot of damage. And that's how Do You Bleed works. You can do damage with bleeds and blocked hits. So right there, I've taken her to 20% health. It's not like Sunspot is like my Do You Bleed answer or anything like that, but he's fun, you know? I like him for that. I happened to find myself on a path in 6.1 during exploration on this account, Ziltoid, where I had a single Do You Bleed opponent and no bleed champions. No champions with access to bleed, so my solution was just stack Incinerate and just hit into their block with basic attacks. And that was the whole thing. It worked well enough. I can't remember if I used revives or not. I literally don't know. I definitely use health items. Very nice. Despite the auto block, I was able to get a healthy amount of bleeds. And I got the burst. Lovely. I died there, but what are you gonna do? Just pop a revive, keep going. like 1 team revive. I haven't bothered to count revives. It's chill, man. We're just chilling here. This is why you've come to the Chill Toy channel. For chill MCOC content. Or just mediocre video production. I don't know. Why are you here? I mean, hello and welcome. Thanks for clicking on the video. Man, it sure would be nice if that, he's regenning, I don't really mind. There's been plenty of times on Skilltoid, all of which I've documented, I think, where regen, like the opponent's regen, has been like a massive concern. But this one, not as much, you know? There's so much like horrible stuff and just straight suffering that you avoid on a day-to-day basis when you just get a good set of masteries. And with that, we're done. Tiny little bit of overkill. I'm like doing damage on the last hits because all the nodes turn off when they faint. KO, die, whatever it is. That was really nice. Let's go ahead and pick up my rewards. Alright, the notification should be popping up. I don't see it. Alright, let's go ahead and just look in the bottom right. Can't find the tab for a second. Look in Battlegrounds for some reason. Alright, here we go. New Heroes and Foes is still there. Oh. It says use only 5-star champions. Only 5 stars. Oh man, isn't that funny? Literally the whole point of my channel is like, oh, what if you could do Act 6 with only 5 stars, you know? You don't need 6 stars for anything. And the only 5-star guys. It's fine, it's fine. It's no big deal. Yeah, who knew? I was gonna rank up Sunspot for the 2nd time in the space of like 1 month. Alright, I hope you enjoy the delightful clicky sounds of ISO management. I'll see you in part 2.
Now the real battle begins.